I
Okay,
no, I need to.
recordist.
I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to go ahead and run my paladin through this shit, or what?
Oh wait, Zeta, do you have any transmutes up charges?
Mm, I got one charge.
Oh, okay, okay, that's fine then.
I
See,
got alchemy theory to 50, but none of the other points of alchemy, any of it.
wow, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere in in transmute. I got everything in everything else.
Well, uh, there are a lot of, I mean, points are front loaded. There's the
Pieces of
ability to get a
powerful
whole
artifacts are
lot of
hidden in the
points out there
ruins.
too.
Collect them and eliminate
So,
any
like
sundered flame
for
before they
example,
do the same.
I'm sure that you've done all your crafts, so you've probably got all the points from your first craft bonuses, right? But
Nope.
no. Okay,
No,
well,
still no.
oh,
I
okay,
still got some.
so
I
that'll do
still
it.
got some because
Altar of Decay.
down, just so it's cheap to make everything.
Yeah.
Probably is. I mean, I got a. Now I'm seeing it. I have a lot of them done at least once, but I don't know. Like the pre-pods, I didn't make any. The other pre-pods, I didn't make any. Like this I made. This I made. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is not the speedcraft. I didn't make any.
Oh, those are good too. Those are so nice, and they usually make money too. I mean, not like not enough for me to like go hard into it, but
Okay.
John likes his money.
I do. But have you done all the one-time treasures?
Oh yeah, those. Yeah.
You do know that they added more of them in the caverns, right?
I found like maybe two while doing quests,
Yeah, there's only
and I
three. So you got most.
recognized they were alchemy only because I was questing with Nanus and she couldn't see the treasures. So
Yeah. Have you? I'm sure you've talked to the profession masters that give you the extra
oh
points.
yeah, also yeah.
Oh,
I've done.
Um,
Yeah, I got how much points I got? Like a ton. I mean, in Files Mastery, I got everything maxed out. Like everything.
wow.
In Potion Mastery, I got 30, 55, 78 points. And I got 50 points on Alchemy Theories in the first.
I don't
I
die
I
mean,
too
I got
often.
almost every
Not if
point I could
yeah,
earn
this doesn't
through
happen
all the
much.
weeks and extra stuff. I just didn't go anything to Alchemist
gotcha.
suit.
Yeah, I've been. I'm sitting pretty good. Like most of my professions, I'm getting close to um, maxing knowledge on them, and like I think I have three more talents to max total on my engineer. Alchemy, I've got one more thing to max in alchemy theory, and then I've got
Hmm.
a couple things in either of the other trees that I haven't done yet.
Okay,
Um,
so the spores. Where the fuck came the spores?
so the spores, you're you're either gonna have to buy them or farm them,
Yep.
and it's gonna be really expensive to buy them, but it's gonna take a long time to farm them. I expect the price of spores to go down. So you could get them now on the assumption that they're going to go up, and
They're
that's
going up right
possible.
now.
Yeah, that's possible. Or you could wait a few days on the assumption that they're going to go down because you will have your transmutes accumulate over time too. So it's not like you're going to be missing out,
Boy,
especially
that
if you've only
sucked.
got one charge right now.
I'm sucking hard at the moment.
I mean, I got one charge. I will get 7 in a couple of days.
Yeah.
I got 7 to stack. Man, this really, really pisses me off. You see, the game has 2 Spanish languages. It has Latin American Spanish and Spain Spanish.
Yeah.
And some items aren't the fucking same name.
Yeah, it's
And it really pisses me off because there's a lot of
fake
databases
Spanish and
that
real
use
Spanish.
yeah, a lot of databases use Spanish to show some items, and when I'm searching for them, I'm searching them in Latin American Spanish. So basically, the spores in Latin America are called esporas refulgentes de Saralec, and in Spain Spanish are esporas brillantes,
What?
which are 2 fucking different words. Like they mean like 2 freaking different things. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh man.
It's not the first time that it happens, and it really pisses me off every time it happens.
I'm sorry.
Most of the items, yeah. But
Localization problems, huh?
yeah, but it's the same fucking language.
Well, I mean, we've got a similar thing. We have, American English and British English. And
Yeah,
some words are pretty different sometimes.
Yeah, but British.
It's rare. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Okay.
We all know American English is the only English.
Okay, so I need
what
taking
year
plans,
did you, come out? 2016?
overcharge plans, and doing more stuff with plans. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016.
Okay, where's my delicacy file? Here.
Another thing you can do. I didn't realize this until a few months ago, after I'd already written my guide. There are whetstones that you can use to sharpen your gathering profession tools.
What?
What?
Yeah.
You can sharpen your profession tools? What?
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
2 hours of like increased finesse.
Bro.
What?
Yeah.
And you can also make alchemy files to increase your various gathering.
Now
Yeah.
that one I
stuff.
did know. Yeah.
That one I did know, but what the fuck about the sharpening stone? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I actually just made some the other day. I needed to get a craft point out of it, so actually that was right before I made your pickaxe.
I mean, I absolutely didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Thanks, John.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
You fucker.
Always happy to help.
A whole patch into it. Appreciate it. Yes.
Yeah, I still haven't come out with my second version of my guide, and
Yeah.
trust me, if I actually get the time to do it at some point, it'll be a doozy because I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Plus,
I would say so.
plus a lot of the add-ons that I was recommending people get, they've had some very significant updates.
I actually had a guy, one of my buddies asked me if we thought about maybe doing a video on TSM.
You know, I don't use TSM. It wouldn't be a bad idea. I would actually have to mess with it and get to a point where I used it on a daily basis for me to be able to actually do that.
Yep, that was actually a request. For us
Well,
to-
then, maybe over the next month, maybe when shit sort of calms down a little bit, I will take a look at TSM and see what I would use it for. But I actually like my auction setup. To my understanding, the biggest thing about TSM is it allows you to create different categories,
yeah.
and it updates you with different things like like server auction prices and stuff. I actually have the same thing, but without TSM. So, you know, I I'd be hard pressed to want to do TSM
Well,
because
yeah.
because when you got into TSM, like it's buggy as fuck with some of the new profession stuff, and it's like, well, I could use this and try and like individually disable all this bullshit that's buggy, or I could just use my setup which has no issues. You know, so I I haven't had I haven't really had a massive incentive to do it.
Okay. I didn't know. Like I don't use it. So I've never used TSM. I've heard of it, you know, but I don't know enough about it to be like, oh,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, lately I'm having a problem with an add-on. I don't know exactly which add-on. I don't know if it's an add-on at all or it's just my keyboard. But when I'm doing dragon raiding, for some reason, my tree, that is my spirally thing with the dragon, keeps pressing all the time.
I don't know. I haven't
I
even
don't
heard
know
that as
either.
a. I haven't even heard of that as a common bug or anything, so I'm not
Where the
sure.
fuck is this
Did they
plan?
make
Oh
it where
yeah,
you could get primalist shit from world drops? The outside of the Forbidden Reach? When the hell did they do
I
that?
mean, that was always a thing.
I
Cricket.
didn't know. I normally don't
Yeah,
do
that
other
that was
content,
always a
so.
thing. It's in the if you're in an elemental assault, which is a primalist assault.
Yes, that's what this is, yeah.
Yes. So if you're in one of those areas that just happens to be doing that, then yeah, you can
Okay.
get that.
I just got a Primalist weapon, and I was like, why did I get a Primalist weapon? And not, you know, I'm like, that's really cool. What's going to be great for whatever Alda decide to put it on, you know.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But
What I'm becoming a huge advocate of the fucking what are they the enchanted whelpling stones though, because like it's so cheap to do that and get like a 408 item. I mean,
yep.
it's just ridiculous, which is why it is a massive surprise to me just how much people are not doing that. On the other hand, like I've started getting into the PvP gear market too, and even last year's green PvP gear, I've been selling a little bit of that, and I've got a few of the new obsidian gear now recipes, and I've been
Okay.
selling that. Um, it's a very contentious market,
Sounds
but
like.
like, but when I mean, I think I have one that I bought for like 10 or 15K, and I probably made 50K on it or something like that, 50, 60K.
Okay.
On the flip side, there's
Oh,
another one that
whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay, okay. Now
Whoa.
I got it. Now I really got it.
oh,
He got it.
I'm. Oh wait, I need to survive this. Oh fuck, fuck, fuck! Divine shield. Horse,
uh-oh.
run, run, bitch, run!
So I just posted my thing in the customer support, and I'm already getting replies.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, I'm
okay.
dead.
So the thing is,
I died again.
um, I just collected 20 spores.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Fuck yeah. Damn.
Yeah. The thing is,
You overloaded something, didn't you?
yeah, I overloaded a luminous plant,
Yep.
which makes the fungus, which if you follow, you get like a ton of.
Uh-oh.
Did they change?
So maybe that's the secret.
I don't think that's a secret. I think that's just so all the overloads work a little differently. So I think that's just how the luminous overload works on uh, on herbalism.
Yeah, I'm not
So
a fan.
so for example, like if you were going to do the same thing with mining, you would overload a node, and it would shoot off like 6 to 8 um, pieces that you could then all of a sudden mine those, and you get like rank 1 ore from it, but each one gives you like 5 to 8 spores. Plus, the cool thing about the spores thing is that every time you mine one, you get that buff that increases the number of spores you get. So it or herb also works, and you can actually combine the two buffs and just get stupid amounts of spores. I almost felt bad about telling Sarah to go to get rid of her mining and herbalism for that reason, but the thing is, like, she wasn't really using them, and I don't think she's gonna go down there and spend like 5 hours farming a day and make a ton of gold that way. Whereas what I got her, she can log in, press a button, list, and then press another button once in a blue moon while she's watching YouTube or chatting with the guys and that kind of thing.
Man, I'm getting more primals away on this world quest than I am fucking in goddamn Forbidden Reach.
Nice.
Stupid.
I am making a few thousand files.
Files what?
Tepid versatility.
Ah.
Their price is up right now, and it's something that I don't mind making out the ass, because the price does tend to go up on those, and then it'll go back down because people have it. But we're about to get into a place
Yep.
where consumables will be real big, and
Yep.
even if that wasn't the case, we'll use them, because
Yep.
unfortunately, I'm really pissed about it. The file cauldron is so fucking impractical. Like, there is no reason to fucking make it ever.
I believe it. Blizzard and their,
So
fun, intuitive, engaging gameplay.
unless it is not depleted after you make it, and I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not depleted, then maybe. And I say that because it takes 2 Draculas to make the fucking thing.
Jesus Christ, that's
What the fuck?
50K right now.
Yeah.
That's,
So it's like
that's no.
yeah. There is no reason that you would ever make it unless it's something that. Actually, I'm gonna look that up right now. Hold on a second.
Yeah, no, there's absolutely no not right now. There's no fucking reason to fucking make it. None.
Let me make sure, because if it's like the cauldron of extracted putrescence, which also requires a fucking Draculist. So there's like no reason. Like right now, it literally costs 62. It costs 63,000 gold to craft the fucking thing.
Yeah. No.
For a portable altar of decay. So it's something that
Yeah.
maybe much later on in the which is ironic, because fewer and fewer people are going to be using the recipes for that, other than like the alchemy recipes. So I guess there's a reason for it.
No, it's just no. Like the whole fucking altar decay thing is so damn annoying. Anyway, it's why Why did they not just remove that shit?
Well, keep in mind they did the same shit for tailoring. You know, we have two things there.
Right. They
And
should
and
have.
now
They should have removed it. Like they should. Well, I mean, they should have never started
and
it.
now for blacksmithing, we'll have two special forges plus the forge back at
Hello.
Valdrakken there too. So you know, it's not just it, everybody gets shafted by it.
Just. I know, but it's just one of those annoying little things that Blizzard does. It's just so fucking. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in it. There's no point in it even being there. And the thing, another thing that pisses me off even more about it is that you can't craft your normal shit when you go to those places. You can literally only craft the shit that requires that. So you can't.
They fixed that.
When?
They fixed it. I don't think it was 10.1. I think it was before.
I couldn't do it with tailoring last week when I made my cloth. I couldn't go in and make more vibrant cloth.
I did it with tailoring earlier today, and not only was I able to make
maybe they just fucking fixed it, but I mean,
not only was I able to make more cloth, but I was actually able to fulfill craft orders there, because that's where I did one of Ty's orders. I just happened to see it and went, okay.
Well, I'll try that when I get my cloth charges up to go do it and see. Because yeah, I couldn't make vibrant cloth, and I had to go back to Valdrakken to make more vibrant cloth, and then go back to finish getting my Azurwheat. Was so annoyed. I had a John rant.
Oh, those animals with really long legs really creep me the fuck out.
What creeped you out?
Oh, the mobs that are down here in the caverns that got pretty long legs.
Oh, I think those are cool.
I mean, yeah, they creep me the fuck out.
It's like they're like the what is it? What the fish guys? They had mobs similar to that in Burning Crusade, Outlands, and the Marshlands. I forget what they were called though.
I really.
Okay, I'll be on. Just hit me up.
Damn, I can't find anywhere where it tells me whether or not it's gonna. I assume that it's single use, but.
What, the altar or the cauldron?
Yeah, the cauldron thing, which it pisses me off on the one hand, because it means that like we can't really make use of it, especially because it's more restrictive. Like it lasts for a shorter period, it goes off the alchemist fought. But like there are a lot of reasons why you wouldn't be able to use it too. But even that aside, like on the flip side, this also means that that it's not necessarily going to hurt the file market, so there's that, I guess. But I think Blizzard's going to have to change it for anybody to want to fucking use it.
I think it's one of those things that they just didn't. They clearly didn't think all the way through.
Could be.
And,
now the portable Altar of Decay thing, like as expensive as it is now, I could see that being something that people want to do. Like, it is a pain in the dick having someone suddenly go, I'm willing to pay you, $20K if you craft me these fucking boots. And you're like, okay, well, give me 30 minutes. I need to find a party, and then I've got to go down to Bracken Hall. I've got to clear up to the altar, and then, oh, look, your thing's expired, and you didn't do this to it, so it didn't work.
Yeah, but You see, you can still do what I did before though, and that's extend the lockout. Just do it
You
one
can.
time.
You can. Yeah.
It's still really annoying to fly all the way down there though.
Our battle against the Brackenhide continues. The progress made here today shall help carry forth our efforts.
Not doing this fucking quest again, that's for sure.
I think the extend the lockout thing probably makes more sense if, for example, you're an alchemist and that's your bread and butter. So, like, if you're an alchemist and that's your bread and butter, and you just, you fly down there, you make, 1,000 files and a couple thousand potions or something like that, and you just do that every couple days because you've got a high demand or something, that makes sense to me. But for a crafting profession where it's like, hey, can you craft me this piece of gear? Sitting there waiting on a person for another 15 to 30 minutes or more, and then fighting with them, and then, well, now we've got to do recrafts. I mean, it's really impractical. So if I had the ability to, just click a button and, oh, look, here it is. Though I'll tell you what they need to do though. Apparently it's supposed to like deplete after 3 charges, and then um, you do something like add awaken decays or something. I don't fucking know what it is, but you make it usable again, like without having to buy all the fucking maps again. So I'm okay with that, um, provided you don't have to spend again on the Draculist or the Cauldron. The fucking Cauldron for it's 30,000.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, I'm faction changing again. Fuck it.
I mean, there's a reason you got them bundled.
Yeah, I bought 3 of them. They were cheap.
So what made you decide to come back Alliance?
There's there's no craft orders made. But
I mean, totally fair.
that too, and I was thinking about the more I looked at the race sims, is like if I did want to go BM, Dwarf, and Tauren are like ridiculously above all the other classes for BM, all the other races for BM. Like you
want to be a marksman hunter.
Yeah, I'm going to be marks, but if there was a case, like if they did end up buffing BM or something like that to catch up a little bit, because the raid is going to be, at least what I've read about the raid's going to be, there's going to be quite a few single target bosses.
It's going to be mostly single target compared to last raid. Last raid, it was mostly cleave with like one real single target boss. You could probably make the use case for a couple. This time it's going to be more single target, and then there might be like one cleave boss or 2.
Yeah, I think there's a couple cleave bosses.
But the interesting thing about that, at least to me, is right now Marksman is actually doing better in both.
Yeah, Marks is doing better in both. I've done. That's why I was saying, but BM might get buffed if it's that far behind.
It could.
Like, so I could see that. And Tauren and Dwarf are literally in the Sims are doing 1500 DPS above the other races.
Do you know why?
No, I didn't look into it that much. I don't understand why Dwarf is higher than all the others. I don't understand the difference in the race change. But Dwarf is better for Marksman. It's better for... and it's vastly above all the others for survival and being. Like, it's... As far as an alliance race, I think Tauren actually beats out for survival. I think I'm not too. I'm all curious now. Yeah, okay. Tauren beats out Dwarf by about 60 DPS. And then Dwarf is 1,000 DPS above Orc. And then all the other races are fairly close.
Fascinating.
Yep. The worst one's Lightforged Draenei for BM. And it is...
So your preferred race?
Well, no, I prefer regular Draenei, which is kind of in the middle of the pack.
I thought you were Lightforged last
No,
week,
I was regular Draenei.
Okay.
Nanos is like Forest Draenei.
Okay, I knew we had a hunter that was running
Yeah,
Lightforged.
no. I thought Irascible was too. I thought she was Lightforged.
Could be.
Oh, God.
Could be, but yeah, that's the worst race for BM is Lightforged Draenei. It is, and it's 3,000. It's seeming 3,000 DPS less than a Tauren and a Dwarf. So there's quite a bit of difference there.
Oof.
Then Marksman is Dwarf, just slightly above Human, which is slightly above Troll. Now, MM is pretty close. They're all pretty close. The worst one for Marks is Lightforged Draenei, and it's 1,700 shy of Dwarf. So there's a little bit of a difference, but that's the worst one. They're all kind of close. You know, there's not too big of a gap between none of the races.
Gotcha.
And then,
honestly though, if you're worried about,
I'm wanting the min max.
when it comes
I'm
to that,
min maxing. That is my goal.
My God, what the hell?
Yeah. And then, but survival's kind of in a similar way of BM. Like you got Dwarf and Tauren, and then there's a bigger gap to Mechanome and Troll and Void Elf. And then Volpira is the worst one for survival. Lightforged Draenei is not much better, but Volpira is the worst one. And it's 3,000 DPS away from Dwarf, which is the top one.
Wouldn't it really be a kick in the dick to do all this race hopping and trying to min-max on your shit, and then I still beat you in DPS?
I'm going to kick your ass, and you know it. It'll be okay. You know I'm absolutely going to kick you right square in the dick.
You know, you quite possibly could. Like I've said before, I do think that you're a better hunter than me.
I think we're pretty close. I think we're close. I think, but I'm really trying to. I'm going all in here. So
I think we're pretty close. I think my disability probably gives you the edge, but like I feel like you haven't been taking it
I
as
haven't been taking.
seriously
I
as
haven't.
you could.
I haven't, and that's my big thing.
I think you could absolutely like ream my ass if you just were like, you know what, I'm gonna kick John's ass today. It's gonna be fun.
Sounds like fun. I'm gonna try it. That's my goal anyway. Is the absolutely. I'm going all in. Like I've got to renew my Epic Raid Bot subscription, and and just like I said, doing the race changing, and yeah, it's. I mean, it's bad. I'm all in when I'm making a female dwarf. Okay.
What's wrong? You don't like your ladies having beards?
Jesus Christ.
I know you love it.
I like my ladies a little thick, but not with beards, no.
I'm a hairy girl in a hairy world.
Don't. Jesus Christ.
It'd be like it's the 70s again, Cricket. You remember that?
No, what? Not quite that old. No.
Really? I mean, I was born in the 80s, and I still remember the 70s.
No. I like disco music in some of the 70s shows growing up, but I went through a disco phase. I cannot find a dwarf face I like.
Okay, all this little time we were talking, I got like 82 spores.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Send them to me.
Okay, if you send me gold.
I'll give you 5 gold apiece.
Fuck you. And like, hey, I could sell them for 50 gold on the auction house or 5 gold to Cricket. Well, let me tell you.
Hey, it's a good deal.
Yeah, for somebody.
Yeah, for somebody.
Yeah.
God, I really cannot find a dwarf face I like. Holy shit. This is horrible.
Yeah, honestly,
I'll go with that one.
Anytime spores are literally stupid, I would just wait, and it's like, okay, price will come back down. Like, anyone that's been watching the markets right now knows that the markets are swinging high and low and high and low with supply and demand. So
Yeah, I'm a blue-haired dwarf with blue eyes. At least they did update these models. It's not as bad as it used to be back in the day. Female dwarves were so ugly back in the day. Remember that, John?
you trying to say that they're not now? I don't know what you're
Not
saying.
near what they were.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Like the low poly models weren't great on anybody, but female dwarves really weren't great.
Then I just have to wait for it to happen again. Wonder how long it's going to take this time.
So you didn't learn. You should have done it before bed. You should have done it right before you went to bed.
Well, no, it's fine. I wasn't planning on getting back on the hunter again tonight. So. Thinking of running my pally through the quest line.
Gotcha.
Do some mining while I'm at it. You know the whole mining thing, John?
Yeah, I know a little bit about mining.
I've been mining for days. My bank is now full.
Make that money, baby. Make that money.
The problem is I've noticed if you didn't do the Forbidden Reach quest line on an alt, you have to go to the Forbidden Reach and skip it at the Forbidden Reach before you can go.
Well, no. So you go to the person that's up on the top of the fucking tower.
Yeah.
And you skip from there, and it teleports you to a guy out there in the Forbidden Reach, and then you skip it at the guy, and it teleports you back to the tower. So it's like it takes 2 seconds.
It looks like they may have fixed it because I didn't do none of it on the Paladin, and I'm already. So it looks like they fixed it because.
We have received disturbing news.
Yeah, it sending me right into the whole what's it called? I don't even know what the name of the damn place is right now. Jesus Christ.
Zeralik Caverns.
Zeralik Caverns, yeah. but it's sending me right into that quest line now.
Release hope.
Which is cool. So it looks like they
Why
fixed it.
usher for
Because
Rockhollow instead of
I didn't
going
do any
yourself?
Forbidden Reach stuff on the Paladin.
Iridacron has always had his scheme. Do not underestimate the...
I must recruit Emberthal to our quest. Wait for me. at the
Honestly,
entrance.
they really shouldn't have made it a requirement. I understand why they did.
Why?
Like canonically,
Surely we
it makes
four are
sense as
more
far
than enough.
as like the storyline. You got to
Yeah.
do this one, and that one. But like, really, who the fuck cares?
If you want to skip it, you should be
especially
able
if
to
you've
skip
got
it.
more than one fucking character. Like, come on.
I mean, there's some people, like myself at the moment, I've heard good things about the story for this expansion, but I have not paid two shits of attention to it.
Oh, I have all the attention to it, and you're right. It's a pretty good story.
The Black Dragon.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's a good story, but I have not paid attention to it. I keep telling myself that I'm going to level an alt and I'm going to pay closer attention to the story. I have not done it.
Stop wasting time, Rathian. The giant hole bored through bedrock should be our primary concern, while Abyssian... How is your hunting?
Alright, good. Finally got the last transmog for the staff.
You seem familiar. I am the future of the Black Dragonflight.
We can only assume this brutality was the work of...
And I hate Rathian.
I will leave you to it, my friend. Take what time you need.
I'm making somebody mad.
This tunnel is...
That sounds like a John thing. Yep.
Was it just for Farak, or did he bring an army with him?
And he seems to be wasting no time now that he is free.
We wait upon Abyssian, then.
Well, somebody keeps on like reposting like 10,000 and 5,000 versatility files in front of mine. It's like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep on putting up like 25 to 50 of them. You know, I've got fucking time.
So they're literally, you're just... yeah.
Occasionally they are reposting. It's like, oh, so you just canceled your auction for 10,000 and reposted it again, and I just post another 50. Fuck off.
Wow.
And chances are, like, when you're only posting 50, most of the time when someone it takes like 10 seconds for someone to buy it out.
Yeah.
I've been too long away. Every
That's
moment
not a
we
lot
take
of files.
to our foe's advantage.
Not a lot at all.
By the time Abyssian finds his Drakthir friend, the Primalists will have completed their schemes.
They're about to learn that I've got all the fucking time in the goddamn world.
Jesus.
So, I don't know if I should do this, but I think I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna sell all my tier 3 Seraphite.
I mean, okay. You can sell whenever. Like, I do expect there to be a boom on a lot of stuff next week,
See,
but it
Rathian?
is already
They have
going
been
up. Like,
marshalling a
you're going to
defense
make
while-
money.
There are quite a number of them. Keep low. We have not been spotted.
I usually prefer the stealthy approach as well, but now is the time to let
I mentioned I hate Rathian. I hate Rathian.
Remind these weaklings who they are.
You know, he's not my favorite guy in the world, but he's okay.
No, he's a douchebag.
Terrify them. Make them
Well, so are you.
No, I'm not.
Absolutely.
No. I'm awesome.
Okay.
God, Prop Pally's a hell of a lot better than Guardian Druid for doing damage, that's for sure.
We have lost the element of surprise. Champion.
That wouldn't surprise me. Like, Guardian Druid's damage in single target is gonna absolutely get its ass handed to it by a prot pally. And will continue getting its ass handed to it in AoE, like, provided you got the right shit.
Yep.
It helped me to I actually went and I farmed out an amulet with the best stones for out in the world. That definitely made a difference for me. It's still about as easy as you can solo on a druid.
Oh yeah, it's easy. You hardly take any damage. It just Oh, what the fuck? It's just this. Jesus Christ.
So, wait, what? Total price. You mean to tell me they charge me 30 gold per Ceravite ore?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
No, it's not per. It's for the total auction listing. What you're seeing. He's putting a shit ton up on the auction house, and it's charging him the commission for the
so
listing fee.
Just do it for 12 hours.
Yeah, it's cheaper if you do it for a less amount of time too.
Let us take this lackey out together, champion.
But most of the time, I do all my auctions for 12 hours. Just because it's cheaper. It's all John's fault.
I blame Cricket.
Nope. God, I got so much to do this week. Jesus Christ.
Old man, allow me to clear the way for you.
See, tomorrow's Sunday, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll have time tomorrow. I'll probably do a deep dive into the raid, just so I'm prepared to talk raid stuff on Monday.
I've got some stuff I'm looking at.
And also, what I gotta do, I gotta go back through my YouTube shit, and because I've noticed like the first two videos for Well Weekly both had about like 16 views each or something like that, and then the two that I've done live have 3.
Well, that's what I told you. I said there's no way anybody's gonna fucking see this shit. No
Now,
one cares.
I'm putting them on the same list. It doesn't matter. I know it's not being.
Well, yeah, no one's
seen.
gonna go
Yeah.
to the list. It just doesn't appear in your videos, and they're
Yeah.
gonna go, oh, guess they only did 2 episodes. Fuck off.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to redo them. Cranky. YouTube's it's so stupid. People have bitched about it so much, and YouTube still doesn't care. You could blame Zeta for that. Zeta's a techie guy. Might be Zeta's fault.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. Yep.
No, I didn't. What did you say?
So YouTube's shitty algorithm might be your fault.
Yeah, probably.
See, okay.
I need to target something first.
Can't believe I'm doing this storyline for the 4th fucking time. I have no life.
Now they try to best the black dragonfly.
I must get closer.
With fire?
I'm sure there's people that's done it more than me already. Oh, look.
What?
Disregard bitches, acquire currency.
Stratagem is only surpassed by yours, Rathian.
Raise 15 reputation to exalted. That's a guild achievement. Okay.
Wait, why? I mean, why?
I don't know. What'd
Why
you do?
what?
The achievement, the guild achievement. I believe we had that.
I don't know. I'm not on a gilded tune.
Oh no, we just got 2 guild achievements for one for ambassadors and one for diplomacy.
Oh, it's probably just
Probably bugged.
Blizzard being fucking stupid.
I mean,
It's absolutely Blizzard being fucking stupid. You know, what was it? Earlier, it was either today or yesterday.
Good job, Blizz.
Every single tune on my
Fucking
fucking
morons.
entire account got sent a single cloth.
Oh
and a
yes,
single
yes.
vibrant shard.
Oh yeah, that was me. Yeah, I got the same thing. Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
fucking
so
stupid.
it's just Blizzard being like, "Hey, look, we know how to do stuff, really." Oh, but you don't.
No, it was bad. It was so annoying because you couldn't get the cloth and you couldn't delete it. It was absolutely a pain in the ass. At least you could mark it as red so it wouldn't show up that you had mail in your mailbox.
I was able to delete it all.
I wasn't able to right off the bat when I first noticed it. I wasn't able to take it or delete it because you couldn't take the item. Because you couldn't take the item, you couldn't delete the mail. It was an absolute pain in the ass.
Yeah, but if you had just hit open all,
I did.
I mean, worked for me. I don't know.
It didn't work for me, but then once I went back through, it let me. Once I logged on this evening, it let me go through and delete them.
Well, you have always been a special girl.
And special. If I was a girl, I'd definitely be a special girl. Because I'd be the ugliest damn girl you've ever seen.
Trust me, you are that.
There you go, Uplander. What say we go find those friends I smell on you?
And I've seen some ugly
Well,
girls.
there is a familiar scent.
Oh no, I would definitely be the ugliest girl in the world. I would win awards for being that fucking ugly. About to go into story time with Cricket here. That throws me back is my old job I used to work at. They would do a pageant show for charity.
Yeah.
Except the pageant was all men that worked at the company. Would pretty much dress and it's drag, but not like full blown drag. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like so, it was a beauty contest where the men would dress up as women.
Yeah, so it was drag.
Yes, but not like full blown with all the makeup and shit like that. So not like full blown, professional drag. That may be a different way to describe it. But yeah, I got asked to do it, and I was like, nope.
Trust me, no one wanted to see that.
I mean, they wanted me to do it because I was a fucking manager. So they really wanted me to do it because I was a manager. And I'm just like, no. I'm already ugly enough of a man. I could not imagine how ugly of a woman. So
You'd be a pretty ugly woman. I'll
I
give you
just
that.
could do. You know, I'm too man to be a woman.
I don't know about all that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm too man to be a woman. Way too manly to be a woman.
Not sure if you're womanly enough to be a man.
I don't think that's how that works.
It might in this case.
One of these days. One of these days. Oh, what the hell?
Not here. Can you deal with these deep players? I'll need the space to sniff out where your friend is.
I am seeing a lot more Hordes lately. Like, are we sharded with Hordes, or are we getting more Hordes on Wingard, or with the faction shit? What's the deal?
We've always been sharded with Hordes.
This way.
Okay.
I am out of range.
Just seems like I'm noticing them more.
Just more deep players. Take care of them so they can't bamboozle my sniffer. Oh, I got it now. Your friend spends a lot of time trying to smell nice, doesn't he?
I mentioned I hate the mole people.
Oh, there we go. Smells like spice
So
and
annoying.
expensive oil.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
With just a note of flop sweat underneath.
Champion, get me out of these blasted crystals. They are blocking my ability to transform.
Because the mole people are the greatest.
Foul creatures are back.
Just relax.
Shut up,
and
you
let your friend
Volpira
Electro
whore.
protect our lives while I break you out.
I don't like Volpira. What the fuck?
Require a
Claws
target.
may be
You
old,
love 'em.
but they're still
No.
sharp enough to slice you
Big
open
fan.
if you
No.
Huge.
No, I'm not. I think that's the only
Sparrow.
heirloom armor I don't have is that in human.
That's because you're afraid that you'd find that way too sexy.
Yeah, that's it. You got me busted. Discovered my secret. But he must be AFK or he would be making fun of me right now.
Who?
Lee. I put in guild chat that a faction changed my hunter again. So he's gotta be AFK or he'd be yelling at me. Calling me names. Of course I'm mad at myself calling myself names, but
just expected more after listening to you boast about how you slew N'Zoth single-handedly.
Good luck hunting beasties.
John, what are you doing? John, what are you doing?
I am checking for craft orders. Then I will be back to ruin that person's night some more.
Why don't you just do it now?
Because I want to check for some craft orders.
No.
But I already explained this.
No.
Got money to make, baby.
What are you making craft orders? Like what's...
Well, it depends on what's there.
Yeah, like what? Like
And then
I saw somebody wanting a bunch of shit with no commission earlier. Like, what was it? I saw people putting up orders for 900 gold commission on Draculus.
yeah, no, like
are you fucking serious?
you dumb fucks.
Yeah.
What's worse is there's probably a dumb fuck out there that actually accepted.
Oh Jesus. Even I wasn't that dumb. Come on.
Not from lack of trying.
Hello, Uplander.
People definitely tried.
With that big fella, Uplander. Why don't I show the cologne wearer here how to dress a deep flare?
I'll have to
See,
say,
what I
I'm quite the
wind up
outdoors
doing
guy.
is
I
I
can prepare
hop
this fellow with my
around
eyes shut.
every hour or so, and I do keep like trade on so that I can hear what's going on, because sometimes people will ask for stuff. Particularly if I'm just checking auction house stuff, or if I'm
Well, I don't think you're hearing a whole lot.
if I'm crafting. Well, believe it or not, a fair amount.
No, you're not actually hearing.
No, I am. I'm that good. I can hear the
Jesus.
words on the screen.
Yeah.
So, some of it comes from that, but a lot of it just comes from you know, you show up, and sometimes it's like, you know what, I don't want to do it at that price because I'd like something higher. So I will actually just message the person and say, hey, you know, I could do that as a private order. So sometimes when I log in, you know, I will be able to do like one order that someone put up. Sometimes there's nothing there. Sometimes there's a bunch of orders, but it's like, well, I'd rather just message these people and have them send it to me privately, because they ain't offering shit for commission. So why the fuck would I do that? Especially if it's something that I can get away with using a resourcefulness tool on, because if I can do that and I can siphon their mats, and it's not going to take away from my public order count, then I would much rather do that if I can
That
possibly
makes
do
sense,
that.
yeah.
I mean, there are things out there, it's like, you're doing that on, it's like, oh, look, I just saved and got a bunch of free fucking awakened orders, or, you know, I'm hoping eventually I'll be able to grab some Dracathus and stuff.
Dracathus you in a minute.
You promise?
Oh, hard, baby. Hard. Ain't gotta be Thursday to have a good time. Is that right, Zeta?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have to be Thursday to have a good time, but it helps.
Oh, Draconic Seam. Ooh, that was my first one. Kinky. Got bunches of ore and knowledge. Yay.
Fuck yeah.
That was,
Make that gold, baby. Make that gold.
that was kinky.
Hmm?
What? Oh, okay. I remember now. No! Got dismounted. 30 fucker.
Have you tried not sucking?
I'm trying to do this world quest, but you have to be on the ground to do it, and there's mobs everywhere.
I see no issues.
I do. I don't like it.
Have you tried killing the mobs?
I don't want to.
Sounds like a personal issue to me.
I just want to do it and go away. There we go. Someone gave me 12 white stones and 4 fragments, but 75 red.
Come now, speak. Ah, perfect. Thank you, champion. These spare parts are just what I need. And a hidden slot with buttons, you say? Ah, here it is.
Oh, look, another one popped up. A rare popped up right there.
They are draconic. Oh. What is this now? My ambitions were far greater than my capacity to control what I had created.
Rare? You don't do rare. We all know you prefer medium high with ketchup.
My beloved.
I would catch it. No, that's Matt. I am hungry though.
Will my kin never find what I have attempted here?
I don't know why I ate a shit ton of Mexican food.
Horrors have you unleashed upon us this time?
It wasn't very keto either, so I should not be hungry. But I'm hungry, man.
I might make a pizza or something tonight. I'm hungry myself.
Oh, pizza. God damn it, John. You suck.
What, you a little hungry there, Cricket? A little hungry?
I've already had a pizza this week.
Time for round 2.
No, I'm trying to do good on my diet, god damn it.
Well, I'm trying to ruin it for you.
You're doing a good fucking job too, thanks.
You're welcome.
Like, pizza is my ultimate weakness, okay? Like, I fucking love pizza.
It's definitely up there for me.
I'm just...
You know, I still remember the first time I had pizza, because when I was a kid, when I was real young, my favorite food was spaghetti, and that's still way up there. But they had difficulty getting me to try pizza because it wasn't spaghetti, and the way they were able to finally get me to try it, it's like, well, it's a lot like spaghetti. It's got a lot of the same stuff. We think you'll like it.
Speak your mind.
I fucking love pizza.
To the future.
12 o'clock on Saturday. I think Domino's is open till 1. So fuck off, John.
Oh, I was just gonna do a DiGiorno.
I don't have that option.
Oh. I'm not gonna order, at least not tonight. But I might do a DiGiorno. I usually try and keep a couple of those around. You know, it's not the cheapest, it's not the best. I don't know, but I always get it because, um, like if I so much as smell DiGiorno pizza, I think about my grandmother because that was the kind of pizza that she would make me growing up.
Doesn't look like they're gonna let me order delivery. It's too late.
Who would have thought?
Domino's is a little slow. It does take almost an hour for them to fucking deliver a pizza sometimes. My last order Thursday, god damn it did. It took them over an hour to fucking deliver my pizza. I was so fucking pissed too. Nope, I'm gonna have to go find me some. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm just going to go ahead and call it. I'm hungry. Yeah.